Hello and welcome to what's a slightly different video for the channel this time. So this is the reason there's been a few less videos and streams lately. At the end of May I took this little project on. Some of you in Discord will have seen various pictures from over here. So we have a large field here which has been used for vegetable production. In the middle here we've got some runner beans which have been severely damaged by hares. We're now on our third lot of plants in here, but it's now behind an electric fence, which we thought was safe until I came here today. And we've had a hare get inside the electric fence, as you can see by the leaves on the ground here. We know it's a hare because I caught the little sod in here earlier, and it got beneath the fence, which is not where I want to see. So we've now lost a few more plants. They just seem to like the runner beans more than anything else. We've got some weeds to deal with on here, and we've got some carrots through here. This is all for roadside sales over here. The carrots take a little while to get going because that's quite like land and it's been fairly dry. It has been sprayed with some fertiliser now, as you can see by the Swedes looking a bit greener. Unfortunately they've got flea beetle problems, so more work needed there. These are later planted over here, so there's some more Swedes and radishes and salad onions coming over this way, which are all drilled by a hand propelled earthway seeder. And there's a big development coming there which I can cover in a future video. That'll be at the end of this week. There's a new machine arriving here. You see we've got more carrots and beetroot over here which are later drilled. Try and stagger the harvest on here for sales purposes. We've got some later sown pumpkins over here which are for pick your own trade for Halloween. And just the other side of them we've got some winter squashes. So what you might hear in the background is on the field to the left there's a Lexian just started combining oilseed rape. Then up the top here we've got some plants which were put in, which unfortunately the hares took a great deal of pleasure in destroying. So they have all got to be looked at. Some of them are coming back, some are missing. And well, just have to wait and see with them basically. The hares have done an awful lot of damage, but the field will now have an electric fence all the way around it, which is currently running at around 4,000 to 4,500 volts. So that should keep rabbits and hares out. We've got some more courgettes going up here, and a lot of self-seeded potatoes on there from previous years. The one crop which seems to be doing really well on here is peas, however, which is the one we thought we would lose the most of due to pigeon pressure, but they've not been touched. So these will be pick your own as well, all hand picked. Any we put in the shop here would be hand picked. No machine available for that at this scale. Next to them were some French beans, but again our little furry friends have put pay to them, and that's now to the point where we're saying enough is enough. We're going to end up re-drilling these. So you can see there's one or two still there, but a lot of them they're taking the growing points out of, and we are now going to just put some more seed in before it's too late. We've got about 2 to 3 weeks in which we can still do it sensibly. And the final one over here is sweet corn, which they've had a chew at as well. Now these have been sprayed with a selective herbicide in the past few days, so the docks and thistles in here are starting to look a bit sick now. The other weeds will take a bit longer on. For those who know about chemicals, it's one called Dow Shield and Maya was used. As much as we'd like to not use them on this scale, we're having to put a few more chemicals in what would be ideal. but all at very low dose rates, and by myself, who's trained operator. Now in front of us we've got the first pumpkins. These were bought in as plants from Delftland Nurseries, which is just outside March in Cambridgeshire. They're doing very well, as are the early seeded beetroot. The reason some are bigger than the others, it was very dry when these were sown, again with the earthway, and they've come through at different intervals. So hoping just to be able to stagger things a little bit if we can. The tomatoes are ones which were taken from side shoots, rooted side shoots in an early video on my allotment, which have been brought over here, as have some of these pumpkin plants in here. Not all of them were bought in, so that one's a bought in one, as we can see there. But as we go over towards the actual electric fence on this side, they were sown by myself. So various varieties in here. Got some autumn crown down here as well. Got squash plants. Got a nice big one on these jack of all trades pumpkin here. And to the right we've just got marrows down this side, which you can see from here. There's some nice big ones on there. Haven't yet managed to accidentally touch the fence while I've been over here, thankfully, because that might sting a bit. There's a mixture of courgettes and marrows, squashes, all sorts over here, whatever plants had left over. As you can see, that's an autumn crown by the shape of it. So this is the whole reason videos and streams have been a bit sparse, because I've been spending a lot of time over here getting this sorted. I can do another video of the machinery we've got over here, which some people might appreciate. There's only one tractor, but there's a few other bits and pieces with it. But this is just a brief introduction to the site over here, and the early sown peas down this end. So for now, that's where I'm going to be leaving this video. So I'll say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.